Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, GTR Math Tutorial, and Facebook, RJ Enseñado. So for today's video, we will discuss compound interest, but this time the unknown is the rate. Okay, so pause the video and try to answer these three problems. Okay, so let's start. So let's answer number one. What rate compounded quarterly will 125,000 pesos amount to 190,000 pesos in 10 years? Okay, so ang hinahanap natin ay rate compounded quarterly. Okay, so we can derive the formula for finding the rate. So we will use the same formula. The formula for compound interest is F equals P times 1 plus R over N raised to NT. So the unknown this time is the rate. Okay? So given what rate compounded quarterly, so that means the value of N is 4 because compounded quarterly. Will 125,000 pesos amount to 190,000 pesos? So the bigger value is the final amount or the future value. So 125,000. So this is the principal. So principal is 125,000 pesos. And then the final amount is 190,000 pesos. So T is 10 years. Okay? So now just substitute all the given and then find the value of the unknown is the R. So we can derive the formula for this, or we can substitute directly the values and then solve for the value of R. Or, so if we derive the formula for this, so solve for R. So first step, divide both sides by P. So therefore, we have divide both sides by P so that this will cancel out. And then, we need to eliminate this exponent NT. We will raise both sides of the equation by the reciprocal of NT. Okay, so therefore we have F over P. We will raise this to 1 over NT equals 1 plus R over N raised to NT and then raised to 1 over NT. So that when we multiply this will cancel out. Okay? And then we can subtract 1 to both sides. So therefore, we have F over P raised to 1 over NT. Subtract 1 to both sides. So minus 1 is equal to R over N. Then finally, multiply both sides of the equation by N to solve the value of R. Okay? So multiply both sides by N. So this will be the formula for finding the rate of a compound interest. So the formula is equal to N times quantity F over P raised to 1 over NT minus 1. Okay? So just substitute the given. So we have N, the value of N is 4 multiplied by F over P. So we have 190,000. 190,000. So we can reduce this to lowest term. Instead of writing 190,000, we can write only 190 over 125 because the three zeros will cancel out. Okay, so over 125,000. Okay, raised to 1 over NT. So the value of N is 4. And then the value of T is 10. And then subtract 1. Okay? So we will just type this in our calculator. Okay? So let's put the parenthesis here and then bracket here. Okay? So just type this on our calculator. Let's simplify first. 4 times 10. So we can multiply this. This will be 40. And then for this part, we can cancel the 3 zeros. So this will be 190 over 125. Okay? And then raise to 1 over 40 and then subtract 1. Okay, so let's use our calculator. we will start with this 190 over 125. Okay? So 190 divided by 125. Press equal sign. So we have 1.52. Raise that to 1 over 40. So press this exponent symbol. Raise to 1 over 40. So I will put parentheses. And then 1 divided by 40. Close parentheses. So we have here 1.52 raised to 1 divided by 40. Press the equal sign. And then subtract 1. So minus 1. We have 0.010. And then multiply that by 4. So multiply by 4. So this will be our answer, 0.042. And then we can get 4 decimal places and then we will convert to percent. So 0.0420, next number is 9. So we can round this up to 0.0421. Okay? So the value of R is, so our rate is equal to 0.0421, rounded 4 decimal places. And then we will convert that to percent. So move the decimal point 2 places to the right and then put the percent symbol. Final answer is 4.21%. Okay, so this will be our answer, 4.21%. So we have two solutions for this. We can derive the formula for R, but instead of memorizing this, we can just simply memorize the one formula. F is equal to P times 1 plus R over N raised to NT, and then just solve the value of R. Okay? So pag nakalimutan nyo itong formula, importante, alam nyo itong unang formula and then just derive the formula for R. Okay? So we will do that in example number 2. Just in case that you forget this very long formula. Okay? So next, number 2. If an investment increases from 40,000 pesos to 50,000 pesos in 3 years, what is the nominal rate of interest converted semi-annually? Okay? So again, the missing is the nominal rate. Okay? So nominal rate, that is the rate semi-annually. Okay? So given the smaller amount, 40,000 pesos, this will be the principal. The bigger amount, 50,000 pesos, this is the final amount or the future value. 3 years, this will be the time T. And then what is the nominal rate? The nominal rate, so this is the unknown, the R, of interest converted semi-annually. Semi-annually meaning the value of N is 2. So 2 conversions per year. Okay? So just substitute to the formula. We have F is equal to P times 1 plus R over N raised to NT. So we will not use this formula, R equals N times quantity F over P raised to 1 over T NT minus 1. Okay, so we will just direct substitute and then solve the value of R step by step. Okay, so let's just substitute. So F is 50,000 pesos. 50,000 pesos equals the value of P is 40,000 pesos. Quantity 1 plus the unknown is the R over N, the value of N is 2 raised to NT. So the value of N again is 2 and then the T is 3 years. Okay, and then let's just simplify this. Simplify 2 times, multiply this and then divide both sides by 40,000. Divide both sides by 40,000. So this will cancel out. So we can cancel the 4 zeros. We have 50,000 over 40,000. So cancel the 0. So we only have 5 over 4. So just divide 5 divided by 4. That is equal to 1.25. Equals, we have 1 plus R over 2 raised to 2 times 3. That is equal to 6. Okay? And then next step is eliminate the exponent by raising both sides of the equation. Raise both sides of the equation by the reciprocal of 6. So raise to 1 over 6. So 1 plus R over 2 raised to 6 and then raised to 1 over 6 so that when we multiply this, the 6 and 1 over 6 will cancel out. Okay, so therefore we have 1.25 raised to 1 over 6 is equal to 1 plus r over 2. And then we can evaluate this in our calculator. So evaluate that. Or maybe we can just, we will solve this directly later, raised to 1 over 6, and then subtract 1, then multiply by 2. So that there will be no rounding errors. Okay, so subtract 1 to both sides. So therefore, we have 1.25 raised to 1 over 6 minus 1 is equal to r over 2. Then finally, to solve for r, eliminate the 2 by multiplying both sides of the equation by 2. Okay? And then just type this on our calculator, we will now get the value of r. Okay? So start with this 1.25. 1.25 raised to 1/6. So I will press parentheses and then 1 divided by 6, close parentheses, okay, equal sign. Okay, so this is the value of 1.25 raised to 1 over 6. I need to subtract 1. So minus 1 equals, so 0.03 and then multiply by 2. So times 2, therefore, the answer is 4 decimal places, round off. So 0.0757, the next number is 8. So the answer will become 0.0758, rounded to 4 decimal places. Okay? So therefore, the rate, the nominal rate is 0.0758. Now convert to percent. Just move the decimal point 2 places to the right, 1, 2, and then put the percent symbol. Therefore, the nominal rate is 7.58%. This will be our R. Okay, so same answer if we use this formula, or this formula, R is equal to N times quantity F over P raised to 1 over NT minus 1. So it's up to you. What method are you going to use? For me, the easier is this one, so that you will only memorize one formula. The important thing is that you know how to derive the formula for R. Okay? So last example, number 3. For a sum of money to double itself in 10 years, what must be the rate of interest converted annually? Okay, so what are the given to this problem? So same unknown, what must be the rate of interest? So the unknown is R. Okay? Converted annually. So converted annually, that means the value of N is 1. Since annually. So only one conversion per year. And then we have 10 years. 10 years is the time. Time is 10. And then the value of F and P is for a sum of money to double itself. Okay, double itself. So that means we let the principal as P and then the future is double itself. So if the principal is P, therefore the future value is 2 times P, 2P. Okay? So now the unknown is R. So find the value of R. Okay, so same formula. So F is equal to P times 1 plus R over N raised to NT. Okay, so substitute the given. The value of F is 2P. So we have 2P equals the principal is P. And then we have 1 plus R over the value of N is 1. So R over 1. Simply R. And then NT, so we have N is 1. And then the time is 10. Okay? So let's just simplify first. So we have 2P equals P. And then R over 1. So that's simply R. And then 1 times 10 is 10. Okay? So solve for R. So eliminate this P. Put this to the other side by dividing both sides by P. So this will cancel out. This will also cancel out. So we have 2 is equal to 1 plus R raised to 10. Next step, eliminate the exponent 10. Raise both sides of the equation by the reciprocal of 10. That is 1 over 10. Okay? So raise both sides of the equation by 1 over 10 so that when we multiply this will cancel out. That is equal to 1. And then we have 2 raised to 1 over 10 equals 1 plus R. Finally, put 1 to the other side of the equation. So therefore, we have 2 raised to 1 over 10 minus 1 is equal to R. and then just use our calculator. So we have 2 raised to 1 over 10. So parenthesis, 1 divided by 10. If you have programmable calculator, just type this on your calculator. Okay? And then I'll press the parenthesis symbol. So we have 2 raised to 1 over 10. That is equal to 1.07. And then subtract 1. Just remove this one. So minus 1 equals, okay, so why it became 0? So I'll repeat. 2 raised to 1 divided by 10. 1 divided by 10, close parenthesis. So equals, and then subtract 1 equals, okay, so round off 4 decimal places. So 0.0717, the next number is 7. So round off, it will become 0.0718. Okay, so therefore, the value of R is equal to 0.0718, and then convert this to percent, move the decimal point 2 places to the right, put the percent symbol. So therefore, 7.18% is the nominal rate annually for 10 years to to the sum of the money to double itself. Okay, so that's all. So thank you for watching. See you on my next video about compound interest. The unknown will be the, so our next lesson, compound interest, the unknown is the time. Okay, so see you on my next video. Bye-bye.